Good morning, Prop Nation. It is another Drew Estate Tabak and Tech Tip Sunday, powered by Monster Energy Rehab. This morning, let's talk about all those add-ons that I'm trying to sell you when you come in to buy tires. I don't know why I did add-ons, because they are a real thing, and I'm selling you tires. I am selling you tires. I don't know why I did that. Mainly because probably people come in all the time. I work for Tires Plus. We sell a lot of tires. We do a lot of service. I am the senior lead tech. I do more service than tires, but I do tires as well, installation, and I help out with selling tires. My tech tips always reflect what's been going on during the week. We're still being affected by Hurricane Ian that came through past September. Lots of construction cleanup still, lots of debris in the road, lots of debris in tires. It boggles my mind that people think I'm trying to scam them when I try to sell them road hazard warranty on their tires. People are always, I don't need that. I don't need any of your add-ons. Just sell me the tires. All right, I just got to put down there, you decline, because so many times people come back and with debris in their tires. Hey, I bought my tires here. I got that insurance on them, so just fix it for free. And I'll look it up like, no, it says you declined it. You know, I specifically wrote that in there, or one of the other sales associates did. And then people get mad. No, I always buy that. And then you look back like, sir, it's like your third set of tires you bought from us. You've never bought the road hazard. But yeah, so it was one instance this week. It was funny, and it was a gentleman kicks himself in the ass. He was in there, and he came in and is like, had my tires put on 2 weeks ago, got a piece of debris right in the sidewall of the tire. And he goes, I know I didn't buy the road hazard, and I kicked myself in the ass. So we're writing him up for a new tire. Another gentleman comes in, the other sales associate talking to him, giving him a price on tires, and I asked him, this is the price with road hazard, without road hazard, and the guy's like, I don't need any of those add-ons, just sell me the tires. And before anybody said anything, this other customer looked at the gentleman and was like, buy the road hazard. He goes, I was just in here, bought 4 tires, I didn't get the road hazard, I blew out the sidewall of my tire, and now I'm here buying a $300 tire. Road hazard on his. It's a varying scale depending on how expensive the tire is or how inexpensive the tire is. It's just like insurance on anything else. Insurance on a small car, going to be a lot less than insurance like on a Bugatti. But yeah. So the road hazard on his original tires, it was like $150 for all four tires. And he declined it. And just a couple weeks later, $300 for a new tire because he declined the $150 road hazard. Now, the tires were new enough. He had just gone. He did purchase the road hazard on the new tire and then purchase the road hazard on the other 3. That's generally not common. We do make exceptions for like that. If the tire's a couple of months old and you maybe look on your receipt and like, oh crap, I didn't buy road hazard. That happened to me years and years ago. Visiting a friend way up north, I sent her into her local Firestone up there, and then she had said, we were traveling that day. I was like, oh hey, I gotta stop and get a nail fixed. And I looked at her receipt, and I'm like, hey, I told you when you went in here, quote, get the road hazard. She goes, oh, I thought I did, and she didn't. And I went and talked to the manager. I'm like, hey, she was just in here a couple months ago. I work at Tires Plus. Can you add the road hazard today? Charge her for it, and then fix. And they end up charging her the road hazard, and then she was all good to go. So that does happen. So if you're freaking out about now, just look at your receipt. If it's been a short time, go back and see if they'll add road hazard on. It's one of those things, everybody says I don't need it. It's like all insurance on anything. But when we buy things from Amazon, when we buy things from Best Buy, Walmart, wherever we buy our cars. A lot of us, we like that added insurance, that extended coverage, the extended warranty. Like, oh yeah, for sure. For some reason, it's tires. Nobody wants to buy tires. Nobody wants to go to the dentist. I don't like going to the dentist. So you're instantly closed off. You feel defensive. I'm spending money I don't want to spend. We go to Best Buy, buying that TV, going to Home Depot, buying that charcoal grill, and it's just like we're making it rain. Just take all my money. But when we go in to buy tires, or going to the dentist or anything else, you're like, no, stop trying to scam me with all your stuff. It's because we don't want to be there we want to spend our money on other things, not safety things like boring tires that will keep us from dying on the road. So I understand that. Couple of the other add-ons, and when you purchase tires from Tires Plus, Firestone, Complete Auto Care, Hibden Tires Plus, Wheelworks out west, no matter what package you get, you always get free tire rotations. A couple people have asked me this week, when do you recommend tire rotations? Every oil change, every single oil change. My personal belief, a lot of people go in 10,000 miles between oil changes because that's when your owner's manual says that. I think that's crap. I think it's way too long. 7,500 is the max, but whatever, it is what it is. You're doing 10,000 between oil changes. My personal recommendation at 5,000, halfway between, go in and get your tires rotated. But anywhere between 3,500, 7,500, you're safe. Just rotate your tires every single oil change. Tire balancing, that's one of the add-ons we have as well. We'll balance your tires for the life of the vehicle. Nobody ever balances their tires, ever, and it's insane. Tire balancing, we balance them when we put tires on. Tires weigh a certain amount, and so we balance to that weight. As you use up tread, as you use up the rubber, that's why you're replacing your tires, because they get bald. You're taking a lot of weight. I don't even know. I'd love to know how much, something I've never done. I'm going to do that. Weigh a bald tire versus a new tire. But it's many, many ounces, many double-digit ounces. So as the tires are being used up, you're getting, you're inducing vibration into the car, but it's happening at such a slow pace, you never notice it. I always... your spouse gaining a little bit of weight over the years, 5 years later, you look at a picture like, oh my God, like you gained weight or I gained weight. Don't tell your spouse she gained weight or he gained weight, because you just don't notice the gradual change. It's the same with your tires. Until, like, there's so many times I've balanced people, because I'll notice they have, when I pull up their vehicle, they'll have like a lifetime balance. And then I'll just go ahead and balance them for free. I'm like, whatever, they paid for it. Let's give them a service. And I'll tell them, and every now and then someone will come back and go, oh my God, it drives like a new car. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I balanced your tires. They needed to be balanced. So, and it's not something that you need all the time. You don't need to check your balance or, rebalance tires every time you rotate your tires, maybe every other, maybe every third. But that is one thing that needs to happen, because it will increase the longevity of the tires. I know, how does it do that? Tire out of balance, it vibrates a little bit more, hitting that pavement, and it's all this happens on the minuscule level, but it needs to happen. So you need to balance your tires on occasion. So buy that lifetime balance policy, buy that road hazard. You're going to need it. And if you don't need it, goody for you. But better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So these are some of the things that we're not just trying to sell you more add-ons. We're actually looking out for your best interest going down the long term. And we're also looking out for my best interest too. I don't like being yelled at. I had that policy, or these are blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you didn't buy any of this. I'm sorry. I tried to offer it to you. So yes, road hazard, balance, rotate your tires every oil change. If you're doing it every 10,000 miles, rotate them halfway through. I think that's all we got for today. Seems like this was a quick one. All right, everybody. It's been a Drew Estate Tabak and Tech Tip Sunday, powered by Monster Energy Rehab. We'll see you next week.